What band this week?
Welcome everyone to Saturday Evening Chats, episode 102. We are joined with us tonight by Mr. Jason Stewart. Welcome. Welcome everyone to Saturday Evening Chats, episode 102.
Sorry about that. Technical difficulties. Had to hit the mute button. Yeah, man. Thanks for the invite, man. Good to see y'all.
Next in, we had Mr. Artak and Daughters. Welcome.
Hey, guys.
Hello.
And last but not least, we have Mr. Rob D, the New York Outcast.
Hello. Hello, Victoria.
Hey.
How's everybody doing today? Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. I'm going to get on the intro now.
In a world of uncertainty and turmoil, one man stands alone, along with his faithful sidekick. A man who entertains and educates the masses weekly, 70% of the time. Born out of the dusty plains of Washington State, now from the coastal forests of Oregon. The man, the myth, the man, G23.
So, this evening I figured we would talk about storage, firearm storage in your vehicles. Kind of go through the crowd and see if anyone has anything to store in their vehicle. So, Jason, you have anything you can use or do use?
I haven't been using anything, but I do have the, your basic, probably cheapest, lock box. It's got the cable strap that goes around your seat post and stuff. Little lock box. But haven't used it, but I do have one. But I definitely look into considering something better, something nicer. I know there's a lot of stuff out there. It's like custom made for your vehicle, fits inside your armrest and other places. But personally, I just have a fairly cheap one, probably $50 or less.
Yep. Mr. Artak and Daughters.
I make extensive use out of those useless gun locks that you get with your new firearm purchases, and a hidden container within my vehicle.
Rob D, do you have anything or use anything?
No, I don't believe in those little things.
That's because every gun in New York's stolen. You don't care.
So,
Just a little cable or box ain't gonna stop nothing around here. So, I think, I think they might be good to keep kids' hands out of things like that. Those purposes, but for any kind of criminal purpose, I don't think they're gonna do much. Like, if you broke, you would have the tools in my vehicle to cut it. So, it doesn't make any sense.
So I have a Vault Tech is the brand, and I will show what it looks like. So these guys offer a lot more choices. I've got one of these little life pods.
So it has a fingerprint lock on it.
The one I have isn't the fingerprint, but they do have ones that do have the fingerprint. This one just has the little 4-digit number. And it also has a place that you can put a key. And these are TSA approved. So if you wanted to fly, you could use this to secure your firearm inside your little travel bag. So, and if by chance the battery would to die, you have a little micro USB port that you can plug in and then have power to open it and be able to replace the battery. So, and on the inside, I'm not sure if this will show the inside, but on the inside of it, there's a little switch that you can hit on there that's anti-picking, so it makes it a little tougher for people to just pick your lock. They're nice. I'm not going to say that they're going to, if you leave your firearm in there overnight, somebody breaks in your car, they could probably still manage to get it. But if you're just going into like the post office to mail something or to like check your mail or whatever, and you're not supposed to carry your firearm in there, so you definitely don't want to get caught with a firearm inside a post office, because now you're looking at federal time. So you could easily just throw it in your little safe, go inside, do your business, and come back out and reholster your firearm.
What if you identify as a postmaster?
Postmasters can't carry firearms inside a post office.
Dang.
That's
Okay.
just racist.
You would have to be a postal inspector. Those are the only ones that are allowed to carry firearms, and you better be able to prove a lot of stuff.
All you gotta do is go down there and inspect the post office. So it's a what? Civilian inspector. Probably make a badge.
You know, when I grew up, you always heard about the employees at the post office going off shooting each other. It's always a post office shooting. So, in my mind, the number one place I'd want to be armed is the post office.
They all go crazy.
Yeah, when you hear somebody saying going postal, that's normally an employee that took a firearm to work to shoot. But yeah, those guys, the postal inspectors and the Texas Rangers are probably the two organizations you don't want to chase you, because they ain't gonna give up till they get you, and they don't care if you're dead. They'll dig your body up just to make sure you're dead.
Well, good. Then they can kiss my ass one last time. Am I still muted?
Nope, we heard you.
Shit. For best interest of the group, I was just joking. I am not wanted by any agency or Facebook, YouTube, or any other social media organizations that are listening, or by the Texas Rangers.
Slacker.
I've never been to Texas or Tejas.
You need to work at it. You could do better than that.
So I'm gonna share the screen, and we can kind of talk about a little. There's a company called Black Sheep, and they offer, like, this is for your tailgate, which you can then store firearms inside there.
Ooh, I don't really like that.
Well, that's definitely not going to work with the air gate, Rob.
Yeah, I don't know.
So
Concerned about
there's
watertight, all that type of stuff. I don't know. Suppose you could, but I don't know if you'd really want to.
I'm gonna I'm gonna say it's got that nice rubber seal.
Yeah, but shit, as common as fender benders are too. Like, man, I don't.
But that's one option.
If I can't pull a string and make it shoot, I don't see the point.
You're missing the James Bond attachments that could go with that.
Yeah, see, now I'm
You
liking
got
these.
you got this one here where you can go in through your tail light.
Yeah, yeah, it looks like it. It looks cool, man, but it looks like it's gonna be a problem in a couple of years. Like that's a lot of money. The way those, I mean, I'm sure you guys know. I mean, shit, you lean on those trucks and they want to bend nowadays. Like, I don't know, man.
I mean, you can, even if you don't want to carry a firearm, here you go, Rob. You can have a coffee maker.
I
I
Yeah,
think
I
these
didn't know
concepts
for a
work
fact
great for tools.
inside a milk crate and a gallon of water and all my stuff and take it to work with me in the past. So,
just think, Rob, you could have you a Crappuccino.
hmm
So yeah, these guys offer lots of different options. So it's kind
try and
What
smuggle the drugs today.
what do they got for like inside the vehicle?
of
Some buddies of his.
Fredo.
do a dual battery. So these guys have.
Got a lot of stuff for Toyota.
Yeah, I think this is mainly, that's kind of what these guys kind of specialize in, is that kind of stuff.
What's the
Yeah.
cost of something like that? Like 3-4 grand, probably.
Yeah, like
That's not
3100
old.
3100 CHF. I don't know what that is. Canadian.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
Canadian money.
I don't know, man. It's kind of cool, but one little fender bender and it's total. I mean, I don't know.
Well, now we know how the Canadians are hiding their guns.
Somebody just kicks the side of your truck, you might have problems with it, sealing properly or God knows what.
Or, shooting. Well, I hit that James Bond actuator there.
So Vanessa says, by law since 09 or 2019, October 20, we must have secure storage at home and in vehicles. Class C felony if you don't. So, that's
Is that state?
Yeah, I think that's Connecticut.
Commie, Connecticut. Commie.
So
Baron
these
out
guys,
there has a good question too, and I don't think I have the answer. I don't know if you guys would. That might be something we should check into with your car insurance company. If your firearms are in your car and something happens, are they covered?
well, that all depends
Because
upon.
today I just had a range day. I had a lot of money sitting in the truck. You know what I mean? And if you had a bigger range day, you would have several weapons with you and all your gear and everything. That's a lot of money and a lifetime's worth of acquiring. So like, if your car insurance didn't cover that and your car flipped or something, man, that's really worth checking out, man. I'm gonna have to see if I'm covered for my personal property in the car.
Yeah.
Being a firearm, they probably got some kind of clause somewhere. You know what I mean? Where you're not covered, as if it was like your radio or your groceries or something, they'd pay for it, but they'd probably find a way since it's a firearm to screw you. So I'm gonna check into that.
Now, if you, depending on what kind of insurance you have, like if you have full coverage, if you have like the state minimum, liability, they're probably they're not gonna cover anything in your vehicle. They're not even gonna cover your vehicle. Liability only covers the vehicle that you hit, not the vehicle that hits you. So, that's why even if I just put liability on one of my like used cars, then I'm going to make sure that I have underinsured and uninsured motorist, so that my stuff is covered if they hit my vehicle.
Yeah, somebody whacked somebody the other day here in town, and the other person got pissed and then ended up like turning and hitting them, and then the other person got pissed and they just battled it out till their cars wouldn't go anymore, and the cop showed up. Pretty funny, like demo derbied it out on the street.
Cool.
Crazy.
So you got like something like this where it mounts in your vehicle and it's keyed. You've got numbers. Let me see if I can pull that up and you can get a better look at it.
Girl just got shot too, just walking down the street with her family.
Just now?
Shot in the chest, dead.
Jesus, Rob, you need to treat people better.
No shit.
So
crazy.
No wonder they launch fireworks at your ass.
So you got something like this as an option if you want to put something like this in your vehicle. These are, I've never really heard of this company, but it pops up. And they've got an option if you drive a Dodge pickup. Where you could.
Now, see, I like the ones that's like this. Like, you probably wouldn't even know there was a gun vault there. You know what I mean?
And then you got something where you can put more like strong boxes, organizers that go in your vehicle and they kind of slide out. You can put stuff in there. So they're mounted. You can mount them in there.
Holds an AR-15.
Yeah, I don't think those are bad, but they're still not very cheap. And you got to dedicate space to it. You know what I mean?
That's $800, but there's other ones that cost a lot more than that. You can get those same ones like that are like $2,000.
Yeah, but it's not just the cost; it's the space. When you're taking the kids to the park, this and that, all that. I mean, you lose a lot of space with stuff like that too. So it's decisions, I guess.
Yep. So you got different ones for consoles.
$800.
Now this one isn't a bad choice. Because you can put it underneath the hood of your vehicle.
Hey, that is pretty cool. People think it was a fuse box one for the lock on it.
Uh-huh. You can keep tools in there, or you can keep firearms in there.
That one is
So,
probably the best idea of them all because they would never think to look into the fuse box.
yep. And then you've got some other of these options where it goes under your seat. Like if you can, this goes in a F series pickup, so it goes under the seat, and you can store firearms here. Which isn't a bad idea, It's different. Kind of look and see what the chat's saying.
While you're doing that, let me tell you probably about the coolest safe that I've ever seen in a vehicle. It was like a mid '90s Mercedes Benz LS 500, something like that. This old lady brings it in. Her husband passed away, and she don't know the combination to the safe. And I'm like, what the hell safe are you talking about, lady? Well, it's in the trunk underneath my spare tire. So I said, sure, we'll look at it. I get in there, pull the spare tire off. There is a safe, like a wall safe, cemented into the trunk. And obviously that's going to ruin gas mileage, but he didn't care. But sure as crap, there's a safe in there. So then I started asking, I said, um, we had torch. I said, I can cut it open, but is there any firearms in this safe? Simply because, I don't want it to go bang at me and get a ricochet or something like that when I got some acetylene torches, hanging by. She said, oh, not that I know of. And she said, well, what did you charge me to cut it open or get it open? I was like, $50. I cut that damn thing open. Not only was there a firearm in there was three. One was like a P08 old Luger, a 1911, and some French pistol, and $5,000 in cash. And I was like,
My
man.
kind of food, man.
I was like, do you have any other firearms that I go? And this was before I had any money to buy anything. I was still sporting my High Point, and I was a poor kid out of college, vocational school, and I came over and I did a whole bunch of assessments or told her how much her stuff was worth and help her put it online and things like that. And I ended up making about not only once she found the $5,000, she fixed everything on her car, so I had a pretty good day that day. And then she gave me $500 instead of 50. I was like, oh, I said 50. She said, no, you come over and you praise my guns, his guns and myself. So I went over there and man, it was a good day.
So next time you gotta say I want 30% of whatever's in it.
Yeah, well, that's one of those things I should have, would have, could have, right? But yeah, it was a safe. There was no way in hell you would have gotten that thing without a torch.
So Tara says, I was trying to look at options for motorcycles. Now, if you have the bags on there, your
side saddlebags. Yep.
Yep. I know Tactical Pineapple, who's on YouTube, has a holster that's actually designed to mount in your side saddle in your hard bags, or I think you can even do it in your soft bags. And so you could always look up him. I can probably pull up his website, and we'll go over that too. So
You could probably
me
stash one in the seat depending on the bike. So there's usually little storage cubbies and toolkit and whatnot, da 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 da. In some cases, so a lot of them probably have areas that would be under the seat, which is locked. Again, depending on the bike.
So these guys have like drawer systems, so you can put it in the back if you got a truck. Throw it in the back, and then these slide out and lock. So that is one option. Do like a toolbox. It fits in your truck. So get all kinds of different, little options on how you want to go. Now, the next one I'm going to show, I'm not sure if the general public can order these, or if this is just law enforcement. But they have a roll bar mount, screen, you can mount on screens, trunk mount. So let's check residential products and see if so they offer fingerprint readers, way to secure your firearm if you want to keep it mounted on the wall and not have prying little kids' hands grab it. We've kind of talked about life pods, so let me pull up.
Now, personally, I'm not a fan of anything that's taking batteries. So, batteries, it's no good for me. I see they could do it as a backup or whatever, but it's going to be something you always got to remember. Change them out. You leave them in too long, it's going to ruin it anyway. Just seems like an issue. So something happens, and you go, I don't know, go to work somewhere for 6 months or whatever, and don't get back to it. I don't want to have to worry about stuff. I know a lot of them have keys and all this, but you might as well just have a key anyway. So I don't like the electronics with the safe personally.
So you got like this where it mounts in your side bag on your bike. And then you can, if you use a Safariland attachment, you can use that same holster to then attach to a mount, that's on your belt and switch between. So you do have those options if you want to. You could easily use something like that same setup to go like under your dash or something like that, for in your vehicle. Kingpin says he has $1,000 for anyone that will come over to his house and get a homeowner away from him. Super nice, super duper annoying.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. There's a homeowner. I'm not really understanding that.
He's
He has.
working in a home up his ass. So probably what's going on.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
one
that
of them
makes sense.
watchers. They love to watch and talk and bullshit and be right in your damn way.
Then that's when you tell them, say, look, as long as you're over here, I'm gonna charge you FOT time. And then when the homeowner asks, well, what's FOT time? That's fuck off time. For every time I have to stop working, you come over here, you paying me.
I had a guy like that on one of my last jobs, neighbor from across the street. He's like, I'm a professional watcher. And then he just leans right in the way. Yeah, I'm like, hey, dude, like, so, yeah, this ain't going to work.
Well, at least he's honest. I'm a professional watcher. That's pretty funny.
Yeah, you got to be polite about it, but it made a joke like, yeah, this ain't going to work out, man. I don't get paid by the hour. So he was cool. Now he comes by and says hi all the time, but he don't stay long. I try to run every time I see him. Well, when I was over there, but yeah, feel for you, Kingpin.
He could be a future customer, Rob.
Yeah, exactly. It could be, but still, you got to focus on the job you're on. Yeah, you don't go to work to bullshit with the guy next door. He should respect that too. Yeah.
I do all the time. Well, depending on which job I'm going to, I should say.
So this here's was this like a bedside?
Right
here?
Yeah, so it could be a bedside. You could mount it under your desk or whatever. So these are different options you have for like keep it mounted, or you could even, depending on how your vehicle is set up, you could easily mount something like that in your vehicle and have it. So you can always adapt certain things, And you're talking, it's like $100.
Tell Kingpin to just get coughing a lot and say it's allergies, but cough it up good. Guy will probably give him a little bit.
Tell him you got the con flu. See, I really like to get something that's incognito that I could take to work, at the park store there, and anybody who would know that it would have a pew pew in it would be me and Park Store Jesus.
Well, you get something like this. Maybe if it's going to load. A little Pelican case.
Yeah, no, those idiots at work will want to look inside of it. They know I'm all about guns. They know about the channel and stuff like that, so they're always watching my videos. So,
well,
what you got in the case there, Rick?
A first aid kit.
Yeah, I mean, you got different little options.
Now, Harbor Freight, I have not done. I got one of their $69 case or their $64 cases, and their rifle case, the double rifle hard case. Hadn't done videos on it, but Rob, I got all my four of my Smith & Wesson M&Ps in one of those bad boys and about 10 magazines.
So, yeah, you could use something like a little $20 for in your vehicle, or you go $25.
I used to have when I worked at Brinks, I had a Play-Doh lunchbox I carried with me, and I cut it and put a false floor in it, and I always carry me an extra pistol because, legally or company policy, I was only allowed to carry at the time the 38, 38 special P plus loads and and a Model 10 Smith and Wesson. And we only it's kind of funny because the one in Cincinnati they'd only let us have 18 rounds. But when I
30.
moved, yeah, 38. Now this was
They don't let
1998,
you do that.
99, 2000. We were still in Cincinnati. We were still carrying 38s, Model 10s, and then when I moved to Tennessee in '01, came down here, we were they were all double action only, Model 66s, but they were stainless. But we still had Remington 870 pump shotguns down here. We didn't have those in Cincinnati, and we carried 36 rounds down here. But I always carried I always carried an extra pistol and another box of ammo because if we ever get in a firefight, if I had to play the Alamo inside the truck, I'm gonna have me some extra firepower.
Do you ever get
So
people messing with you on the road?
not on the road, but people coming up in general messing with me. Well, I had one bum jump on the truck one time, and matter of fact, it was on my test drive. The day I got getting hired, they was just making sure I could drive the truck. I said, "Yeah, I can drive that damn thing." It wasn't a CDL truck; it didn't have air brakes, so I said, "Yeah, I can drive it. And I can drive a CDL truck." I just didn't have a CDL at the time. So my uncle's a truck driver. I've been driving a truck since I was 8. And we had extra safes in there too, not for firearms, but you could put one in there, especially up front. But it was like a big old giant safe with a sliding door and key and stuff like that when we got out of the truck.
So you got this option. If you really want to go long-term storage, vehicle gun, you could get a biometric with a humidor. So it actually has a way you can cell phone app, so you can monitor that your humidity is staying correct.
Carry some Bill Clinton cigars too there, I see.
It carries. So you got your Bluetooth, all of that. Got your cable lock. Lid organizer, so you can have other stuff in there. And keys, backup keys in case
Your battery goes down.
your battery goes dead.
Go, Rob, right there, buddy.
So I got a poll going on, and 60% of the people say yes, they have. They have the storage, no, and 32% say no, and 11% say looking for ideas. So
I would say the cheapest option there, for if you're in a tight pinch, you don't want to spend a lot of money on it, or you're like Rob and don't believe in them. The bare minimum, you can always loop it through the trigger. You take your gun lock that you get when you buy it, take it, bad boy, loop it around the trigger guard, and loop it around your seat track. Or either they'll have to, that'll at least slow them down a little bit, as long as they ain't got no Sawzall or something like that. I mean, that would be the bare minimum idea. And I've done that from time to time.
that is an option. So, Rob, why would you not want to secure your firearm if you have to run into some place where you legally cannot carry it?
I just lock it in my car. Theft is a theft to me. It doesn't make a difference. And, like I said, if somebody really wants it, if I'm being followed, if somebody knows, they're going to get it anyway. So it doesn't matter. Or there's tools in my car that they could just probably cut it with, or truck. So it doesn't, but theft is a theft. I kind of feel the same thing with the home. Once you pass that threshold legally or doorway or whatever, you already committed a crime, in my opinion. So, I'm gonna spend more money for people just to break stuff. I don't know. Yeah, like doesn't make any sense. I don't know. So, I just don't see the need. I'm gonna lock my vehicle door anyway, so I don't. Two locks I don't think is much safer than one. You know what I mean? If somebody's gonna break in, they're gonna break in. Plus, I just normally don't store a gun in a car anyway. So running in the post office or something like that, it's like the only time technically something along those lines.
Going to court.
Pay no speeding tickets.
You can bring your gun with you. Check it in.
Even if you're going up to the courtroom?
Yeah, I brought my gun in. Obviously, they'll take my gun and handcuff keys. They don't allow me to have and what ninja tool they call it.
Yeah.
So yeah, so yeah, I don't know. So I mean, same with the police station if I go in there or whatever. So I don't know. I'm not all that concerned, I guess, like other people. I guess I don't know. You know what I mean? If they got a problem, they can work for it. As far as I'm concerned.
Rob's a bad dude. We're talking about. Are you sure you're not Corn Pop?
It's Rob Pop.
Shit, I've been in traffic court armed before. I'm a damn security gun. What kind of stupid shit is that? Damn fools. Small claims. Yeah, they don't check you. They never check you as good as you think they would. And that's exactly why I don't disarm in most cases, because I can walk right in the damn place with a gun. So you're going to trust the bad guy to disarm? Like, get the hell out of here. And then the security guards are busy playing on their phone watching TikTok or something.
Most of the courthouses that I go into, they definitely have metal detectors and crap like that.
Oh, yeah. Some do. They don't know.
Let me tell you how they are down here in Tennessee. If you've seen that farmers commercial, we've seen a thing or two. Dude, they're going to warn you. They're going to make you run through the metal detector 3 or 4 times. They'll pat you down if they're not satisfied. You don't know how many knotheads come bringing their pocket knives in. Pistols. You can't have your pistol. Hell, you're not going to let have your phone in the courthouse down here. If you're going to court for anything.
Well, I don't try to hide it per se. I just, either I get stopped or I don't, usually. So And then if I'm getting stopped, then I'll just try to turn in or whatever. And they always have lock boxes and stuff. And of course, the first question is, "Are you law enforcement?" and all this. And you go through their baloney and sign a little paperwork and this and that, and then they'll take you to the spot where you're supposed to put your gun and blah blah blah. So
that's pretty nice for Yankees. Down here, they ask you, "Are you fucking retarded?"
well, they give you that look, but at first,
Oh,
like I
they're
said,
going to
I
ask
don't.
you if you're retarded. Are you retarded? Do you think this is a good idea to bring this in here? We're just going to lock you. We're going to hold you just because we can now. Thanks for stepping in the midnight inn.
America.
Yeah, well, you can America all you want on the outside, but if you're going into the courthouse down here, dude, no, because they've had too many past instances where guy he was literally on trial and shot his old lady and didn't kill her, but he killed her in the damn courtroom.
Maybe she had a cone.
That's what his lawyer said. But that bitch had it coming. No. Whew. And another guy, dude, the prosecutor we got here is an idiot. We had a guy who was drunk, literally illegally drunk, running a daycare that caught on fire, and he had 23 kids with him. They charged him for 23 charges of child neglect. And then the DA down here didn't prosecute or come up with the worst charges that you could think of, and didn't look hard enough to say, well, you have to have custody of them. And this guy got off. He ran a daycare, 23 kids in there, and he was drunker than Cooter Brown. And I think he caught the damn place on fire. And he's walking around right now, no charges pending, because they were dropped because he come up with the wrong crap. And then another guy, and this is like, now this happened 3 months ago. And then the other case
that pay to leave their kids with a drunk.
Well, obviously the parents didn't know the guy was sitting back there sipping on grandpa's cough syrup or something.
How do you not know when you drop your kids off that the dude is like 3 sheets to the wind?
Because it was at 8:00 in the morning and they all were going to work and he hadn't got drunk yet. It wasn't lunchtime. Wasn't happy hour yet.
Hey man, if he's daycaring a bunch of kids, I don't blame him for drinking.
Somebody actually comment on Facebook group about that down here. Oh my God. Well, you wouldn't say that if you're your kids. He says, you're right. I never dropped my kids off those damn places. And then 3 years ago, this guy and his wife were arguing. She comes up missing. He literally tells them, the DA in the place, where this chick was. Well, this is where the last place I seen her. They go down there, they find her. She's graveyard dead, been buried in a shallow grave, right? He gets out of it somehow. I tell you, a district attorney, I don't think he's going to...
She might have had it coming.
Really, what we heard that she was a super cut. She wasn't a Karen. Somebody said, this is a case where you should stop calling women Karen and just start calling them cunts like they are. When they act like one. And I was like, that's kind of rough on a dead woman. She's not there to... But yeah, 2 big high profile cases, and both people guilty as damn sin, out walking around. But yet, if you leave your damn trash cans out there on the street for more than a week, they're going to charge your ass $141 in a fine. I know because that happened to me. And I went down there and I was arguing. I was like,
Well, the moral is you just bury it, right?
that's what I said. That's what I
Damn
told her.
proud.
I know. Probably should have just, put her in a shallow grave somewhere and then say, yeah, I saw her over there. And they would, oh, well, thank you, kind sir. Teacher would give me a ticket for $141. Bitch. Ain't got nothing to do with what we're talking about either. Gee, you need to ring us back in.
G23 had it coming.
You damn lockbox.
Oh, I guess Rich White says that he finally made the video, so you can start breathing again. And he posted a link to the video.
What video?
The R&L display.
Oh.
Whoa, did hell freeze over?
I guess West Virginia did freeze over.
It gets cold in Virginia every once in a while. West Virginia. Up there in the mountains. I'll have to watch that. Rich, did he send you some zip ties?
What's going on, 2A We Stand? So, I know we've been going for about an hour, and I have not run through the side chat, so...
Damn Glock guys.
First in was Artak and Daughters. Echoes Reloading, Jason Stewart, Brian Gross, Tactical Fud, Sam of Anarchy, G Webs was out there, Michael Hurtneck, Thoughts of an Old Soldier is out there, Defense Dad, AR Gun 1776, Gizzard Gary was out there. Baroness VG, Vanessa Kitty, Andy 79Z28, Tara Smith's Kitchen. I think she left already. Daniel God is my judge. Tim S is out there. Range Bros TV. It sucks when you're like running a bunch of tabs. So LW Rhodes, hopefully he's starting to feel better after getting hit on his bicycle by a car.
Damn. You know that's 5,000 points.
Kingpin was out there. Not sure if he's still out there. PNW Woods. And then we've talked about Rich White. 2A We Stand. So, yep. I know Foss is out and about having fun with his family.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to ask where Foss is. So, family night.
He's at a fair.
Oh.
And Chris from the 740 is having technical issues, so he wasn't able to make it.
I had plans earlier to start on my P80 builds, but we had to cut grass, and we went over to the other job and did a little cleaning there and a little grocery shopping. By the time all that happened, it was time to join the show.
So, can any of you guys think of any other kind of storage ideas for your vehicles besides what I was showing?
Did you show the ones like that slide out of the like what we was talking about on the back of my Tahoe?
Yeah.
Okay.
I showed the drawer system.
Yeah, that's it. What about the ones under the folding seats and stuff?
Yep.
Okay.
I showed some of those.
Okay, you got me beat.
There are some I saw, and I don't remember which company that makes them, but your side steps for your vehicles.
Are you putting them in them?
Yeah, they got gun safes in those.
I don't know about that. That's kind of like the tailgate thing too.
Yes, we mentioned console vaults.
And we mentioned truck vaults. Concrete.
Yeah, and I mean, you've got some that, they like seat covers that then have a holster built in to them so that you can kind of tuck it away when you're driving down the road, or if you have to run inside a store or building that doesn't allow firearms. There's lots of different options out there. You guys have anything you want to discuss?
Why did you pick the
people not to break into people's cars?
Yes, in a perfect world, you could leave your fucking house unlocked, your car unlocked, and never have to worry about somebody stealing the $1,000 bill off your dash. This isn't a perfect world.
All right. People need to work on being more perfect.
So, anyone watch 2A We Stand's last couple of videos where he was talking about keeping your head on a swivel and paying attention to your surroundings?
Situational awareness? You should always do that.
Over 2 weeks, man.
Those flowers look like they're fucking dying.
They are, but they still look good.
No, they don't. They look like shit. They look like they're fucking dying. They need to be in the garbage and just walk away. Be like, you know
like
what?
3 weeks or something. I don't even know. 2 weeks? 3? Oh, man.
It's probably been like 3 days.
Yep. Cigarette dinner and a movie yesterday instead of flowers.
Damn, Buck, that is cold-blooded. Buck says if he can't carry inside, he sends his wife in.
Well, shit, he's got insurance on her.
Yeah. So, anyone paying attention to the Supreme Court?
Yeah, the New York pistol cases looks like it's going to be reviewed by Clarence Thomas. So
Yeah, if he makes the uh, you know, ruling where he puts out the consent of what the people are, I think we have a pretty damn good chance of screwing New York.
yeah, I think I believe he'll bring it up because
We're cool.
if you remember back in the day when he was being confirmed this to the Supreme Court, oh Joe Potato Head Biden gave him an awful hard time. I think he'll do it out of pure damn spite. And that will have replications to other states as well, not just
Oh
New
yeah,
York.
take away all may issue and turn them into shall issues.
Mm-hmm.
But he's also the same judge that during the case brought up needing a permit to exercise a constitutional right.
Mm-hmm.
So is that going to be brought up in the ruling?
Very well could be if he, like you said, I'm 100% sure he's going to recommend that case, and then he'll probably bring that up too, especially if he gets the final ruling on it.
It would be nice if we got constitutional carry across the board.
Yep.
I mean, we got 25 states right now.
Yep, 25
that have passed. And if Nebraska or Florida would have passed it,
we'd have 27.
We'd have 26 or 27.
Is that new justice? Is she going to be part of this New York decision?
No, because that case has already been heard.
Okay.
Yeah, we're just waiting for the final decision. They've already heard it. Now they're just kind of. We could have an answer as early as like next Thursday.
That would be cool.
Because I think that's the only case where we're waiting on from the November docket. All the other November cases that they heard, they've put their ruling down. So rotation, Clarence Thomas and Amy Barrett are the only two judges that haven't done one yet. So I do believe Clarence is the one that's going to handle this one.
Yeah, well, he's senior to her. You'd figure he would be next in line.
Mm-hmm. So we got Makojo out there, Guns and Water, Shady Hill Homestead. So welcome, everyone. Exactly.
What struck this idea as a topic for you? Somebody tried busting in your car recently?
So I know like She Fires did a video showing a little storage that she had, and I've seen a couple other people that were kind of talking more vehicle storages and stuff, and so I was like, maybe we should try putting some time on it and showing what's available. So if you don't want to go with like a cheap and cheesy route, and you want something, a little more sturdy, there's options out there. And, again, along with a lot of things in life, it all depends on the size of that checkbook.
You can put it on credit card.
No, you can't. Not if you're Rob. He doesn't know what a credit card looks like.
You got $30,000 in credit card debt. When they call you, say you can't pay it back yet. Credit card debt. I don't have $30,000 in credit card debt.
So, 2A We Stand says, funny how they will put high fence and have guys with automatic weapons walking around to protect their buildings, but want to take away our rights to protect our home.
Exactly.
Yeah, DeSantis is smacking down Disney, taking all their...
They didn't just smack down Disney. They beat them down to the ground, beat them into submission.
It sounds like Disney's got a hell of a monopoly in that area as far as like the building codes and stuff. So I'd be curious. I mean, I realize, it's being done now as punishment or whatever, but yeah, I'd be kind of curious about the aspect of that in the sense, that's a lot of, you figure, I don't know. I'm not big on, I guess, supervision or whatever, this or that, but, how the hell who's setting those rides up or whatever the case is? I mean, inspection schedules and half of Florida is built on sinkholes anyway, right? So, I mean, I don't know. Seems weird that there wouldn't be some type of state inspector. Not stating that's going to make things good, because even here, code coverage, code's only responsible for 90 days. So if they approve it and the whole thing falls apart and your wedding party ends up dead or something, and you can't go back on code after 90 days. So even with that, it's just, but you'd think there'd be something besides the people that own it saying, oh yeah, it looks good. So I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
I don't know. I think you should be able to trust Disney, like, wholeheartedly. Like, they're not going to try, why do you got so much hate for people in this world? I mean, that's the reason why we have so many people trying to steal your crap.
The one thing you can
hating on
people are people. So, yeah, that's it all.
Well, Disney can be like the first example here. Disney is not what Disney used to be. You know what I mean? It's been it's a major corporation. It's completely woke. They started making movies just to push their agendas and their beliefs and stuff. And they got away with it. And they're powerful. And now they tried sticking their nose into our little kids' classrooms and what's being done there, and complaining and don't like the government what they're doing because it doesn't suit their beliefs. Well, it was time for them to get smacked around. Them and all the other companies. Look, if you're Disney, make a vacation spot, make movies, do what you do, make your product, and just keep your mouth shut. Don't try influences. Don't try getting things your way. Just make your product. Just like other companies out there. Just make your shoes, man. Just make your shoes and sell your shoes. And save all your opinions and all your agendas and your wokeness and leave it at home, man. Just run your company, make your product to satisfy your customers. Quit thinking you're God and saviors and above the law, and if you don't like it, then everybody's wrong and you're right. Just, if we would all stand together and just boycott these companies that do that, they would fall in line. But here Disney's the first one, because they got to be the way they were. Now it's going to cost them a lot of money, a lot of money. And surely this dude in charge, he's going to get kicked out next shareholder meeting or whatever. Y'all made stupid decisions. You didn't even make a proper business decision, and you surely didn't make a decision that an adult should make. Just quit being a whiny little bitch. Just make your product, give us some place to take the kids for vacation, and save all your politics, all your wokeness, all of it. Just save it. We want to see Space Mountain. We want to ride some rides. We want to see Mickey Mouse, man. That's all they needed to do. But here's a lesson for them. It's going to cost them a shit ton of money, and it's not just a shit ton of money now. It's going to be a shit ton of money every year, every day for here on out. And good for them, man. And I'm proud of Florida and their government and what they did, because the people in the government is what runs us, makes decisions, not some pricky little CEO in some California office. You know what I mean? So I'm just glad. I wish more companies would fall like dominoes the same way that Disney got slammed.
Well, Netflix has followed that same pattern as Disney has, with stocks hit crashing and people, Netflix don't have new subscribers for the first time in 10 years. And you're right about their little agenda, but Disney started out being Nazis, and they gradually turned to the socialist, that party wing of the Nazi party. So, and their whole woke junk and their 89 gender bullshit, and they're getting exactly what they deserve. But I think the bigger point here is they stuck their nose into our personal lives, and they crossed the line. And they did it in a state with a governor who has a pair of balls. And he stuck it. And not just the governor, but the other Republicans there as well that voted for it. You got the House and the Senate down there. They all, finally has the GOP finally had enough crap?
I don't know, because a lot of those senators and state congressmen are rhinos. They had a chance and had the ability to push constitutional carry through. Even DeSantis called for a special meeting just to have them rehold that and vote on it, and they still could not get it done.
Now I agree on that they missed a golden opportunity with that, and then now we're going to say politics is going to play into that, because they'll say a lot of the GOP's House and Senate members are in tight races where it could go either way. That may be true or not, but it seemed like there was more support from everybody on the kids. When you bring up the children, think about the children. That's what the Democrats always say when they pass crap. Think about the children. And, they're trying to legalize pedophilia and telling first grader, kindergartners that, it's okay that you like pink and or that you want to play with Barbies. And of course it's okay. As a kid, just today, matter of fact, my grandson picked up a My Little Pony that was purple. It's a horse to him. He don't know if it's a girl. He's 2.5. He don't know. Don't need to snatch it from his hand. He'll figure it out later on. Hey, that's a My Little Pony. You know what I'm saying?
Evolution, man.
Right. Yeah, don't need somebody you like playing with girl toys. Oh, well, he's going to be part of the alphabet community. No, he's not. That's not what that means, you idiots. And they're just pushing an agenda. Because let's face it, the alphabet community, they can't reproduce. So they always have to have new and doctoring members, or they'll die out eventually. They can't procreate, so they got to adopt kids from broken homes. Oh, well, you're alphabet community now. And then that's the only way they can procreate. is either indoctrinate our children or adopt them and then try to turn them themselves. And I have people that are part of the alphabet community in my family, and they disagree with that shit.
Or they got in vitro.
Right. Or the funniest one of all is when, I know y'all have seen this. It was about 3 or 4 years ago. A biological male transitioning to a female, and a biological female turning into a male. Well, the female gets pregnant. It's like, dude, you are procreating, fine. Why did you have to try to swap genders? Doesn't make no damn sense. You're able to find somebody that you care about each other, and then and the most irritating thing of all is I need to use their pronouns and accept them for who they want to believe. No, I don't live in make believe land. I don't. If you can't accept you as yourself as a gay person in whatever body that you got originally, and you can't accept that, well, then that means you have a problem, not me. I can accept you if you're going to be a gay man or a gay woman. Don't try to force that on everybody else, because that pisses people off.
I'm going to use a couple minutes to talk about a topic that's kind of in our realm, but I don't know if there's a whole lot of people that actually know the whole situation or even know that this is going on. So, you know, T-Mont that was on here quite a few times, the men of Tupperware. So
yeah.
he did a live stream, and in that live stream, he decided that he was going to say that diversity is bad for the United States, and that the founding fathers had it right, that only white English people should be in the America. Yeah, so
Well, wait a minute. What's that?
So he went full supremacist.
yeah, he turned out to be a white fucking supremacist.
What a fucking idiot.
Was he just being
Really?
sarcastic?
Yeah, was he being trying to be funny or something?
Here, just a sec. Just
Thought
a
that
second.
he running for something in his area.
Yeah, he wanted to be a governor.
And he's, I don't know. He's always seemed all right with,
Most suitable for communication, much less dating. So diversity and inclusion is our strength, or so say a lot of bigots, as long as the diversity and inclusion doesn't run afoul of their particular prejudices and predilections. What a bunch of stupid bullshit, dude. I'd like to point out diversity is death, by the way. That is the truth at the end of the day. And it's why our founding fathers understood when it came to America, dude, what this country was really supposed to be. A bunch of white European motherfuckers. Entirely. So, anyway. I'm not saying that we can't mesh with certain other cultures and stuff like that, dude, but when you got clearly like culture clashes, you look at the fall of Rome and everything else for that matter, it all goes back to those things, dude. That's why they all fell apart. Was all the inclusivity crap. And I also point the fact that these people that claim like diversity and inclusion crap, dude, are the same motherfuckers that are all like, oh, we have a problem with the fucking Florida anti-grooming parental rights bill and stuff like that. It's like, yeah, because you're a bunch of fucking groomers is what it is, dude. You're a bunch of pedo motherfucking enablers and shit like that, or pedos yourselves.
Wow. Now, only thing I'm going to say to that is when you force diversity on people, it's a bad thing because it usually backfires. When diversity happens naturally, it's one of the best things that you can have.
So, Baron says, heads up, he will channel strike for this. Let him try. See, there's this thing called fair use.
Yep.
And you have the ability to, and since he put that out there, and it is out on the interwebs, it can be used, and I will fucking fight it. Let him try to channel strike me.
I got a strike the other day, man. And it says if I go click on this thing that says copyright school, they'll take my strikes away in maybe 90 days. What the hell's all that?
Well, it all depends on so I'm gonna let me, because I have beat channel copyright claims and crap like that.
Yeah, I've had those too. This one's a flat out strike. They took away one of my live chats from like 3 years ago, and
From 3 years ago?
and it was a copyright strike from another YouTube channel called the Megawatts or something. And I go check that out, and it's like a YouTube channel dedicated to talking about like Tesla electric cars and stuff. I don't ever recall them ever being any interest to me, so I don't know why. I don't know how it's associated with one of the shows I did. Maybe it was. It's been like 3 years. How am I supposed to remember? But basically, you know what I mean. I don't care about electric cars or Teslas, and I'm not going to have a show talking about them. So I don't know what the whole thing's about.
So if you click on there, it will give you the ability to go and see
Watch
like what's
the video. Yeah, I
watch with that little portion of the video.
Well, I click on it where it says this is the video that's been, in question. I click on it, and it just goes straight to it's been removed. I can't even see what it is that they're complaining
Oh, well, then you
about.
probably waited too long to
No, they just told
fight
me
it.
today. They just told me today. Just found out like today. Or actually yesterday. But I clicked on, my email link all right then and there to try to figure out what was going on. And I have no way of figuring out what it is. I truly believe it's honestly some kind of mistake or something. I mean, I don't know. They're so screwy. Because, like, the one time that I did copyright strike that I know it was going to be a copyright strike, I'm totally guilty. I did it. They hit me for it, took down my video, and then like 6 months later put my video back on my channel. I erased it, and they put it right back on my channel again. So I don't know what YouTube's doing or thinking or their policies or what, but it's a mess.
I'm still shocked about this team up thing.
So
Like the path you were taking, I thought you were gonna say the dude was like a cross dresser or something.
Or the child molester.
The premises on us. That's funny.
So you go into your studio.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't know there was a the copyright strikes was in there. Okay.
There's a copyright right there. And so then it'll pop up, and then you can verify and always argue if you want to do that. So
I might need to go look at mine because I never know if I haven't had one yet.
Yep.
Nope, I ain't got none. Woo-wee. Yet, I'm slacking behind you guys.
Yeah, well, I've had 3 copyright claims for playing music, and I got a copyright claim for playing taps. Yep. And
Wait a minute, for playing taps?
yeah, for playing taps. And so I fought it, and said, "Hey, this is fair use." And they're like, "Oh yeah, you're absolutely right." And so now if I'm going to play music, I go in and I screen share. So if somebody tries to copyright, I can go, "Look, I'm using your free music. So how can I get a copyright when it comes from you guys?" So there you go.
Yeah, I just checked my little YouTube studio page there, and you go to that, and it just says empty. So there's like nothing there yet. But I don't know. Dude, I don't care. Give me another strike. I don't know. I'll just get a new channel. I don't give a shit. I ain't gonna go to no copyright school. I think they're the ones that need to go to copyright school.
Yeah, there's people that are out copywriting stuff and hoping and praying people don't fight it, so that they can make AdSense money off of your videos or off of your live streams.
Right. Especially if it's a popular one, they'll hit that bad boy real quick.
I had 4 companies copyright claim me on the same video.
That's not a scam one bit.
Yeah.
4 different companies copyrighting you for the same thing. You know what you do that then? You just go to each of their channels and you copyright their ass on something.
Oh no, it was 2 of them were music companies, like literally music companies.
People.
And so I was like, "Hey, fair use." I played the song for like 20 seconds, and it falls under fair use.
Yep.
And I sent YouTube the fair use law and said, "Here you go. This is what fair use really says." So I fall under fair use. I played it for less than the allotted time, and you can actually hear me talking while the fucking song is being played.
Oh, okay. I like to give an update. I found it on the top of my YouTube page of strikes, and I clicked it, and I went through and I got the details, and I do remember I'm guilty. So that's cool. I did it. It was a video of a guy at a gas station trying to put gas in a Tesla, in an electric car, and we watched it because it was funny. It was on somebody's like cell phone. You know what I mean? Well, they striked me on it. I'm guilty. So my bad.
How long was it? How long of a video?
Oh, probably a few minutes. It was pretty funny, man. The dude like searched everywhere on the outside of the car trying to find the gas tank.
I think I remember that.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. So, yeah, I'm guilty, and the original creator of that, yeah, I'm sorry, man, but I thought your video was pretty entertaining, man. Good job.
Now just cut it down to 20 seconds and redo it.
You got a gas generator in the trunk. So like if you run out of a charge, you can throw in like a gallon of gas and charge up your car on the side of the road. So in a sense, the generators take gas in a Tesla.
Yeah.
I don't think they have generators.
They do if you put one in the back of it.
I was say if you put a portable, in, that'd be the only way.
it's like meant for emergency situations or whatever. But in the end, in an emergency, you're dependent on gasoline.
What I don't understand is why aren't those electric cars recharging themselves as they go down the road? I mean, you gotta have, they gotta have an alternator to recharge, to keep the electrical components running. So why isn't there another onboard alternator charging the damn main battery just for it? You know what I mean?
They do have some that do have like a regen mode, and like the Nissan Leaf. So if you're going down a hill, you can kick it, put your car in neutral, and it will automatically start regenerating and creating power, and refilling your battery as you're going down the hill. And then,
but they could run one that would charge. I mean, just like an alternator running off a belt, charging your battery back up.
Yeah,
there's no reason why they couldn't run that on and put a generator on each wheel to run off the wheel, off the axles, and recharge that way. I mean,
or even just put a actual, regular generator in. Not like a. You could put like an alternator in and have it so it runs the power to the battery, and then just run a chain to a gear that would turn your alternator to create the power.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They can get rid of the gear, just go gear to gear.
What are you supposed to do with all these fancy garage plug-in systems?
I know we're putting somebody out of a job.
No, or all the little pull-off stations with a natural gas generator on the side, so you can plug your car in for electricity.
Yeah.
So we've got HIPAA out in the crowd. We've got mandatory carry out in the crowd. So.
When I'm charging stations like a few blocks away, I laugh every time I go by. Big old raiders behind the little picket fence thing. It's hilarious.
Rob,
Rich White and I got copyrighted, and I think we used the same video. And we both of us won our copyright claim. Yeah, we both got copyrighted for that same, or I think that was during like the Memorial Day. And yep.
So did T-Mont not know that Rob is black?
I don't know.
I mean, it just blows my mind. What an asshat.
Well, I unsubscribed from his channel, and I banned him from my channel, so he can't even, unless he creates a new account, he can't even come to this.
Oh man, that would have been a good conversation. Could have had him. I don't know, go through a debate with him.
Well, if you want to debate him over that, I can always reach out to him and ask him if he wants to be a guest on here sometime.
Oh, it'd be funny though if Rob, you just agree with him the whole time, and then at the end you finally say, "You do realize I'm a black man, right?"
So to answer Kingpin, I was in that live stream when it happened, and I typed in the chat, which he's removed that live stream. I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" And just like in every one of his live streams, he does not pay attention to the chat, and he will not answer any chat questions. And I even said, why are you, acting like a fucking racist? Never once did he respond to anything I said. So I don't have time for that kind of stuff.
Defense dad doesn't know what he done yet.
Well, rewind the live stream a little bit. You can listen to what he said.
Oh, it is the Buckeye State. They're nuts everywhere.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Hey, Echo was wanting to know who we were talking about. We're talking about the men of Tupperware.
Yep. No,
Hey, man,
Carrie.
don't let him
The
reflect onto me, man. As far as we know, he could have moved here from Michigan or something, man. Sounds like he's from Michigan.
Hey, I live in Cincinnati. I know about you crazy ass Buckeyes.
so the live stream was week and a half ago that he did that. And multiple of us have tried talking to him about it.
So you're saying it's legit?
Well, you heard him say it.
Not, I could barely hear that. I don't know, going on in the background, and I don't have my earbuds on like normal, so I got you on speaker, so I couldn't really hear it. I'm just stating, it wasn't out of context, none of that stuff. I mean, that's his feelings. That's what you're saying.
That's he wouldn't respond to any questions about it. So, what else are you supposed to think when that's what he says?
He needs to lighten up a little bit. I mean, I don't like Rob living here either, but he ain't my neighbor, so I really don't worry about him.
I don't like Rob because he's a cheap bastard.
Hey, I'm a cheap bastard.
Right, he's cheaper than me.
Yeah, that's true. I'll take that back. I'm sorry, Rob.
Shit,
I don't like Rob because he drives a rusted out Honda.
You hear him talk about my baby like that?
Look, I'm an equal opportunity hater. I hate everybody.
Reach through that phone.
Whenever you're willing to put a muffler back on that Honda, let me know, man. I just might pay for it.
Hey, I can order it for you. Look at Jason. Jason's going to pay for it. I can order it. I give him my discount. That'll help Jason out, and that'll help you. That way you won't get pulled over.
I asked Santa Claus for like 300 Honda mufflers for Christmas so I could give them out to the people around here. But I don't think he got my little letter, I guess.
So,
I mean, what is it? I mean, they literally, our youth have gone to hell. But, I mean, at the very least, they should do driver's ed, right? And if at least you're going to take the muffler off the Honda, why don't you learn to shift that son of a bitch before it hits 5,000 RPM in first gear? You know what I mean? Teach these kids it don't have to rev all the way up before you grab the next gear. It's like they take each gear to maximum speed obtained for that ratio before they ever shift into the next one. I mean,
So they don't know how to drive.
It's just improper education is all it really is. It would make our lives so much more peaceful if they just learn how to shift a car. Or make every Honda an automatic. That would be a hell of a lot better.
Well, that's pretty much what's happening now. You don't have to worry about your car getting stolen anymore if you got a manual.
Honestly, I can't speak for all the Honda people or whatever, but they they drive like a grandma car until you're in the RPMs. You know what I mean? That's when, as they say, the VTEC opens up or whatever. But which, yeah, it's funny. But either way, it's almost like a 125 like dirt bike. You know what I mean? You got to kind of stay on it to go. That's just how they are. It doesn't help when people go out of their way to make them louder because I mean it does get annoying. So even I'd state that, and I own one. But it's kind of like riding a power band on a little 125. If you want to compare it to something.
Rob, you just got to wind your motor up that high so it'll move. I mean,
So how am I lying, Kingpin? Because you say now you are a liar.
testosterone junkies.
So we got single shot out in the crowd. Bernabe Sanchez is out there.
YouTube drama. Ding, ding, ding. Get Kingpin in here. Let's see the SmackDown. What's what?
Gun Metal Guy USA is showing up.
Well, would you let Man of Tupperware show up if he was to try to speak for what he says? The clip you're stating, just
Yeah.
for the record.
I'd let him come on and readjust and clarify what he means. I have,
I can only go by what I'm hearing here from what you're saying, but like I said, personal experiences, I would have never known.
I think you need to rewind the show, Rob, and listen to it.
Yeah, like I said, I could barely hear that. So
regardless, it was not a good soundbite clip, whatever you want to call it. It was definitely not a good choice of words. I mean, honestly, I don't watch his show. So I didn't know about it at all. I just thought he was a little crazy, because he kept saying all these conspiracy theories about running for governor and not letting him run for governor and not letting him run for this and that. And I was like, well, he's just a crazy Ohioan.
Hey, man, just because I'm friends with Pierce Morgan don't mean you got to cancel my channel and everything,
is that crazy? All true.
But I got firsthand experience with people from Ohio. My mother was born in Cincinnati. I know how those people are.
Well, I don't want to associate it with Cincinnati people either, because they're so close. They're pretty much Kentucky. We could just,
hey, now
give them to Kentucky. They claim them. They take them.
We kept
kind of like Toledo. Michigan can have Toledo. Those two sectors.
What do you think I'd do?
They're like independent nations.
When I lived in Kentucky, I'm a Kentuckian. We always push those crazy people over to Ohio because they usually congregate together.
It's the pill market.
The pill market.
Like those damn Glock people. Ridiculous, man.
They kind of like Ohio people. That explains why I like Glocks too, doesn't it, Rob? Because my mother's from Ohio.
It must. Like that wide body stuff, don't you?
Oh, look at Snob out there. He's getting all hateful and stuff.
Who is?
Uh-huh.
He said, "Hey, Buck, how's that hateful?"
Okay, He says Ohioans are so dumb it takes two of them to spell Ohio.
You know what the three most things that a Ohio State trooper hears? I thought I paid the truck off. I didn't know she was my sister, and I was just trying to help the sheep back over the fence.
That's messed up, man.
Actually, we used to say that for Indiana too. You know, because if I was born within the 275 loop in Covington, and lived and went to school in Newport. So, except our escapades when we lived in Cincinnati, couple for about 5 years, but yeah. Gun Snob, you can use that joke for out yonder there.
So Moo's in here, and Gunmetal guy says, at chat, I take it there was a serious conversation going on. Question: if you come into a chat cold turkey, should a person listen a little before jumping, or before letting presence be known, or just jump in, ass first? Hey, you gotta say hey. Defense dad's counting down how much time he has till he gets out of work.
I'd recommend it's always good to try to get a grasp before you volunteer an opinion. Think before you speak. I think that's a good rule that we've all probably fell short of here or there.
I will not admit that. I will deny it and make counter accusations to the fact.
Yeah, I mean, if you just, say hey and, you're reading the chat and, it's not like you're throwing out an opinion.
Yeah, hello is definitely different than an opinion, but obviously, if you're gonna give an opinion on what's being discussed, you should probably have a general idea of what's actually being discussed. But you can never go wrong by saying Glocks are ugly. Doesn't matter what conversation you come into.
You never know. So.
Now, wait a minute, Rob. You might think differently after I get done with my Glock 22 clone. You might like that one.
I doubt it.
I don't. I'm gonna paint it the same color as your Honda and put some Honda RT Go Fast stickers on it. You'll fall in love with that damn thing.
Oh, just a red pinstripe.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Sweet. Sweet. Some upgraded calipers.
Yes, G-Webs. The grip angle hate is strong with Rob D.
No, it's not the angle, it's the wide body. That's so 1990.
So is your Honda, but we don't,
You beat me to it. Damn it. I mean, no, the Glock is a better grip than the damn Beretta M9. I can tell you that.
Two-A says, I thought everyone had a Glock in New York.
They're usually disguised as high points. got that GAT 40.
Maybe as a throwaway gun, but that's usually about it.
G-Web says, imagine if Gaston had changed the grip angle just a little bit, then all these haters would now love the Glock, and we would only have Glocks.
Imagine if they just, I don't know, put a little angle on that slide or something, or just hacked a little bit of it out. Oh, wait. Maybe gave it some shape like an M&P slide. That'd be cool.
Wait a minute. Rob, are you getting steak dinners directly from the gun snob now? In his Moo factory?
No, but I wish I did.
How can I want to know how the rest of us can sign up on that program.
Welcome, Cowgirl Candace, and yes, it was fun being on a panel with you over on Guns and Barbecues chat the other night.
Damn, just think, Rob, if we can get the gun stop to hook us up, we can go farm the table real quick with dead cow.
Yeah, I'm on board, man. You buy a half, Jason will buy a half, and I'll get a half.
Yeah. That would have to be thirds.
So,
or quarters of G-Web.
4 of us to buy a cow.
Yeah, so G23, yeah. So, yeah, it'd be quarters then.
The Gun Snob says, I just got through spending all day working on Rob's steak dinner.
Sounds good, man. Had ribs tonight.
Yeah, well, still waiting on you to make another chicken fried beefsteak.
Waiting a long time for that.
I was still trying to figure out how you made a chicken fried beefsteak. Chicken beefsteak. Never had one of those.
Yep.
Yeah, the cow ate the chicken.
Chickens will eat any damn thing, including themselves. I did that once. The chickens got loose from the neighbors. They come down here in the yard. It was outside, and that's when the wife was. Well, this is about 7 years ago. Wife was still fine then. And I'm like, I said, watch this, Jennifer. Then we had chicken. I went there and grabbed a piece of chicken. And I was just throwing pieces out there. They started eating it. She said, carnivores, you're eating yourself. Just soy it green for chickens.
Do you pay attention here what this side chat's talking about right now?
I think they're talking about Rocky Mountain oysters.
Yeah.
And how Moo and the Gun Snob like to eat them raw.
Oh,
by the bucketful.
Yeah, by the bucketful.
I'll have to pass on those.
Rob's over there. I'd probably try it.
You already have. They're good.
What are you, nuts?
I wouldn't eat that shit if I was on Fear Factor.
All I got to say is that for that to happen with me, I'd have to burn through at least 50% of my fat reserves.
Oh yeah, yeah. I guess Rich White does have a good point. He said Snob also likes to drink straight from the bull. His words, not mine.
As good as mother's milk.
Oh, that's like seeing when your roosters lay eggs, see which side of the roof they roll down. Right?
Yep.
The hell's Rob doing?
You
You inebriated yet, Rob?
you probably don't want to ask him that.
What? Just checking out the new wrestling mat for the lady.
Or is that a yoga mat?
Why,
No.
why are you walking on it with your stinky feet?
What the hell? You got an alarm going off?
Oh, that's my phone. That's spam. I just
So you might get a copyright strike for that.
Probably.
Samsung phone copyrighted you.
Thanks a lot, Rick.
So,
Anybody else going to get one of those tactical cowboy pistols yet? Or thinking about getting one?
I've been thinking about getting one, but no, I have not went and got the Heritage. But see, if I did it, then I definitely want to get the mag, the WMR cylinder.
Mm-hmm.
I'd have to immediately order that.
Sometimes they'll sell them with them if you go to the right store. Because I think, 740 got his with his. I think his came with one. I don't think he ordered one.
No,
No,
He
he's
didn't?
ordering it.
He had to order.
yeah, he's ordering it. He showed the little card and said,
Oh, okay.
"Ooh, it's only like $30 to get it."
Yeah, it
Yeah,
is.
but sometimes they do have them though at the stores with both cylinders.
If I want the 22 Magnum, I must go over to my dad's because I bought him the 22 mag and 22 long rifle, and his came with both cylinders. I just go there and grab his 22 mag cylinder.
Gunmetal guy USA says, "What is a tactical cowboy pistol?"
Oh,
So it's a Heritage Rough Rider. I'll just pull up a picture.
yeah,
With a thick
threaded barrel.
and a
PTT
threaded
rail.
barrel and a fiber optic sight.
Yep, and a PTT rail.
And it's got like a 6-inch barrel.
6.5.
And a safety.
Yeah, and a safety.
Now, man, back in the day, Ruger used to have what was that? What was that little 22 they had? Was it a Speed 6 or
No,
a
the
Super
Bearcat.
6?
Are you talking about the Bearcat?
No, they had a gun that was like Super 6, Speed 6.
Yeah, they had a Super
something.
6.
And you could, for not a whole lot of money, you could send it back to Ruger and they'd change it to 22 mag. But the last time I saw those guns, they were like extremely expensive for what they were. I mean, they were
There
not
you go.
a couple $100 gun anymore.
You got a red dot, suppressor.
How do you
You got-
suppress a revolver?
They did it.
What?
You just tap the barrel.
That's
And here's
funny.
I mean, your gases are going to release out of your cylinder, but
now it's not that
okay.
much. It's not that much though. Listen to me. I have the tactical cowboy. I hadn't done a video on it because I hadn't got a chance to go to the range yet with it. But I've already got my red dot on it, and I got me a big old silver comp compressor on the end of it.
Does
And
it
if you
look like
shoot,
that?
no, mine's got a silver. It's about 2 inches and it's ported. Anyway, and
So like that?
yes, kind of like that one. Yep, kind of like that
See,
one right there.
I can understand maybe putting a comp on it, but
Here's the thing: you don't have to put a silencer on it. You can run those 22 Aguila Calibre rounds out of it, and they're absolutely quiet. Yeah, my
Or-
comp kind of looks like that. I don't have a
or
silver cylinder.
They come
Or
up
this-
with tactical, man. I mean, even though to load or unload that thing, I mean, you might as well pull up a chair. Like that's crazy. Like
You know what?
Dude,
I'm kind of liking one of those.
black tactical. I mean, I don't know. I think it's cool, but it's the whole tactical thing. I think that just kind of cheesies it all up.
No, it just makes fun of the tactical tards.
You know, I'm kind of. I see everybody. You know, they talk about that. They're going to put a red dot on it, but I wonder that might be a good pistol if you could get like a pistol scope affordable enough. You know, what I mean, you're going to pay like 3 times for the scope than what the gun cost, but you would have a little 22 pistol with a scope on it. Be a lot more handier than a 1022. And like, man, that would make a nice
Did you see
little squirrel gun or something, man.
Did you see the
that
red
might be
dot?
Okay.
Did you see the red dot that Chris put on his?
No, I haven't seen his red dot yet.
It's like the
It was a telescope. That wasn't a red dot.
Oh, you put a full size red dot on it.
he put a red dot scope, you know, that you would put on your, you know, on an AR or whatever. It's just
Put
you
an
know, the
ACOG
little,
on it.
you know.
I put
So-
one on mine. You know the problem though with putting those red dots on, once you get it sighted in, you'll never see the hole that you make because the damn red dot will cover it up.
Yeah, I just wonder if you could get like maybe a cheap scout scope or something.
Yeah, you could put
that
one of those
would
like
work on
4x20. Yeah, 4x20 pistol scope on there, or a rifle scope. Sure.
Yeah, I mean that's not so ridiculous and crazy now. You know, the fiber optic sight, the fake suppressor, great big red dots. That's one thing, but I think an actual scope could be very useful on that gun, especially if you could get that like super long barrel. You might have a little 22 pistol reach out 75-100 yards.
Well, the tactical cowboy only comes with I think a 6.5-inch barrel.
Yeah, they don't.
Yeah,
They
but
don't
you
got
can
it on
easily buy 2 of these guns and make you what you want.
My
You
uncle
could buy-
got a nano with a pistol scope on it. Like, I think the whole setup looks ridiculous. I mean, it does look ridiculous, but I swear, you know, the guy don't miss. You know, so I guess you could take that for what it's worth, but I don't know how you could miss. I guess, but he don't miss with it. So, and he has a lot of fun. So I guess you know, for the right individual, I mean, it might be a good time.
Yeah, don't they make one of those with like a ridiculous like 16-inch barrel?
Yes, handgun.
Now you get that, and then you put like something crazy like a 32 power scope or something up on top of that. Somebody's. I mean, that's better than any red dot right there.
They make one of
Great
They make
big
a cow-
viewing window, you know, on your end of it. Just a scope that'll just, you know, make that 16-inch barrel look small, man. Just throw a big old tube on top of it.
they make a carbine pistol like that too, where it's got a carbine stock with a 16-inch barrel. and they've gone both ways on those Heritage Rough Riders. You know, they've gone that full 16-inch, and they've gone down to like 5.5, 5-inch, and then you go to the Barkeep, which is like a 3-inch barrel, and then they go to the Boot, which has a 2-inch barrel, and they make one that's got a 1-inch barrel.
You know, I bet if you put just a regular, small, skinny, hollow tube on top of there, it'd probably do you better than those original sights that would come on them. Those guns might be worth playing with, man. I'm kind of, maybe I'll keep my eye out for one of them.
Yeah, Chris said he picked one up in for like 180.
Yeah,
my dealer's got a whole little section of a couple shelves in the display case. That's all those Heritage. I usually just walk right by them. Really, because a friend of mine has a old one, a really old one, nothing that's recently purchased, and it has a hair trigger on it. I mean, a hair trigger to where it's you kind of wish you didn't have that so much trigger on it. I mean, it's touchy, and it kind of just frowns me on that gun. But if the newer ones aren't so touchy like that,
no, they're not.
Just the ones that my dealer has, man, they seem like they just got a lot of different selection of grips, different things on them. Right there in the display case, almost
and
like
if you
could make a little collection of them, I guess, if you wanted. But
yeah,
they're around. I'll check and see if they got one of these that I could put a scope on top of.
Yeah, you'd have to get the Tactical Cowboy. That's the only one that's got the Picatinny rail on top.
Yep.
Shit, I do so much business at my gun store. He might give me one of these.
And they are inexpensive, fun guns. I mean, hell, you could spend $1,000 and take almost 8 of them home.
Yeah, I'll definitely check in. I know the last time I looked at some Heritage, like online, like you could swap the grips out for like $25 or something. I mean, it wasn't much. And I think don't they have some little holsters or something for?
Yeah, they sell holsters too on their. They have their own website. If you go to their website, they got holsters, different grips, and that's where you order your 22 Magnum cylinder. So all of them will take the 22 Magnum cylinder too.
Yeah, I might. Chris might have started something here, man. I might have to go get me a couple Rough Riders.
Yeah.
They are a hoot. I've shot my dad. It's a fun little gun.
We were talking about him, and we both were like, "Yeah, I got to pick that up." Well, he just ended up picking one up before I did. It's kind of funny because the day that he picked his up, I was actually holding one at the store, and I was like, "Yeah, I'll wait." There's something else I want a little more right now. But
I'd like to have a 22 revolver like Smith makes a nice one. It's like 9 shot or 10 shot, and the cylinder kicks out like a modern day revolver. And I know a couple other companies make a 22 like that, but my God, they're expensive. Like the last Smith & Wesson that I seen that was 22, man, it was damn near the price of buying like a 357.
Yeah,
they were not cheap at all. They were like somewhere up close to like $900 at my store, and it was a 22. But man, a 22 that was easy to unload and reload like that would be a lot of fun. But I could put up with the slow reloading if the gun only cost $150.
Well, if you could kick the whole cylinder out and unload it like that, that's all right. But
yeah, you can
pull the pin.
Yeah, you can pull the pin, Rob, and swap the cylinder out.
Oh yeah, you could have spare cylinders on you.
Yeah. Or you could just pull the pin. You pull the pin, take the cylinder, turn it upside down, and then just take a little, like a piece of dowel rod or whatever, and knock the cases out, slap new cases in, throw the cylinder right back in, put the pin back in, and be ready to go again.
I just
Can't
beat
just
that
open it
cylinder
up
off the table.
and
It'll come
pop
off.
them all at once.
No, you
No.
got to pull. You got to pull the
Man.
center pin out of it that rotates on, so you can dump the rounds out, and then,
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like
I don't know.
cowboy gun, Rob.
or just buy you a couple extra 22 mag cylinders, and then fire a 22 long rifle, and then swap out your 22 mag cylinders when you empty them.
Oh shit! I just got the message. President Trump is just outside of town here giving a rally.
Maybe that's where Chris is. So Burnaby says,
heard
are
it.
iron
Heard it.
sights available for all firearms or just custom made for a few guns out there? A lot of firearms you can replace the sights on.
Right.
Yeah, I don't understand the question exactly.
Yeah, they all come with iron sights, unless it's a AR
I think-
pistol.
I think he's talking about like being able to swap them to something else.
Most guns, yes. Some guns, no. But
Yep.
for the large part, most guns, it's not so much the gun. It's if there's an aftermarket company that makes a sight for that gun. But most generally, any of your common firearms out there, you should be able to find somebody that makes aftermarket sights for it.
Maybe speaking of revolvers, where I don't know about the heritage, but maybe you can't swap the sight on those. Like how a lot of them's got a blade built into it. I don't know. I'm
Yeah.
just throwing it. Maybe that's what he's speaking of.
Yeah, those are
Yeah, but that-
pinned in. You can even on a revolver you can change that sight. Like
For most of 'em.
pinned in there. You'll have to drill it out and put in a new pin, but it still comes down to like you could replace it if it was broken, but you
Well, it's
can't
kinda
really
like-
upgrade it if a company doesn't make
It's
a
it's
nice
kind of like how
sight or something.
it's kind of like how some of the Berettas have the front sight formed into the slide.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can't.
fixed.
That's a gun that you
Some-
can. You
yeah,
change
some-
the back.
Yeah,
Change the back,
but there are some pistol revolvers that are done the same way, where they're just made into the frame.
Is that heritage with its sights?
That Heritage, I mean, it has a fiber optic rod, so you'd be able to
Replace the rod,
at least replace the rod to a different color if you wanted.
but the back
Like
side is fixed.
Rods, though.
Yeah, the back side is fixed.
Is that one? Oh yeah, that one. Well, now I think you can take the pick rail off, and if you take
Yeah.
the pick rail off, then you would lose the back sight because it's not a gutter sight. It's not actually built into the frame. It's into the pick rail.
The pick rail is removable.
I know on the regular, the
Yes.
regular Heritage, they just have a blade sight. Like the old single action Coulter style gun that they are or whatever. You can't change the sights, but you can modify them. You can file down your sight, and you can get your point of aim and point of impact adjusted. Can't really change anything, but you can file down the sights on a fixed sight gun, front and back, if you need to.
Have you ever done that, Jason?
No, I buy quality firearms, Rob.
He talks like he's a pro, though, right?
Yeah,
I'll
I
file,
thought
I'll
like
file on yours though.
that is acceptable.
Oh, that sight on that gun definitely looks replaceable. I mean, they had to put it in there to begin with. That probably screws on, believe it or not.
Yeah. It does right
Yeah.
behind the cursor.
Yep. So this is probably replaceable, and this here is removable. So
And it has a threaded barrel.
Man, that gun is just so wrong that it makes it right. You know what I mean?
That's
yes,
why. That's why I bought one. That's why I bought one. I was like, man, it's so damn corny, but it's cool as hell. I gotta have one. I paid about $180 for mine too.
All it needs is a flashlight.
If if they would have put a Picatinny rail on the bottom of it, that would have topped it off. Because Smith and Wesson makes an M&P 8 revolver that's 8 rounds of 357, and it has Picatinny rails on top and the bottom.
so there you go. You can get a custom display box for it.
Oh, I'm getting one with the carved up cylinder. I just saw it.
Oh yeah, you get the one that engraved one.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I'm getting
this
an
one.
engraved tactical. No
Oh,
doubt.
you ain't seen shit yet. Go to
I got some Mexican boys I drop that off to. I'll go pick that up. That thing will be scrimshaw from one end to the other, man. They take their guns and draw on them with like silver Sharpie markers and stuff because they can't engrave.
Show us the cylinders of what they got available.
they make one more that I'm going to get, and I'll let y'all see the picture of it first, as soon as I find it here. It's a Heritage Rough Rider.
So you can get them just plain. You can get them engraved.
You can get them Gucci style too.
You can get them with
Engraved
cowboy.
$5. What the hell?
You can get them
$4.99.
with cowboy. You can get them with cowboy boots and barbed wire, antlers, skulls, buffalo and Indian, aces, and
Aces
That's
and eights.
cool.
Oh, I'm
Flames.
getting the skulls, man. No doubt.
you can get flames. You can get if you're a Indianapolis Colts fan, you can get the horseshoe. You can get there's what Ozzy would want right there. Wolves howling at the moon.
Oh, that
Roses.
would be cool.
Wow, look at this. I mean, Scorpion. Oh, you can get it in blue. 6. Oh.
And look at the prices. I mean,
Who cares?
How much was that blue
That's-
cylinder?
And it's like amazing. 30 bucks,
35
35. Like that's
Oh,
pretty
I'm
cool.
getting that tacky ass thing.
$39.
Oh, I'm getting that son of a bitch. I'll order that Monday morning.
Why? You can order it right now.
Click the view more. They says they got more of them.
I just put hit the there's gold cylinders, bronze, that silver one. I thought about getting one of those silver ones.
Oh, there you go. You can get a 9-shot.
They won't fit on the 6-shot models. I already looked at that. In the private chat, I just posted a picture. Bring that up and show that revolver, G. That's the one I'm gonna get that one. This is the second coolest revolver they make.
Damn it, G! I didn't know this was gonna turn into a chat that cost me $200.
200 and 200 and counting, because you're gonna order 3 or 4 different cylinders.
Yeah. Well, wait till you see the.
Well, we don't count in the cost of extras.
Accessories.
Accessorize. Yeah.
Bring that one up. I'm gonna get. I think Jason, you'll like this one too.
Here goes another $200, Jason.
Yeah. Second coolest gun they make. Click on the picture; it'll blow it up.
Right. Is that gold? Oh man!
Look at that.
How much more is this one than that?
That's $184 from them, from Kentucky Gun Company.
No, it's 165.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh my god!
It's $165.
I'm gonna build me a Candyland cowboy gun.
Be pimping Old West style.
Oh,
So what was that little bit of everything there? Was that like case hardened gold?
Yep.
Laminated grips. That had a lot going on it. But if you could swap them cylinders in and out with some different colors and styles, that'd be something.
so
And that one had like an 8.6 inch barrel, I think.
So is that the Glock of revolvers?
Oh yeah. That's the Gucci revolver right there, baby. I'll have that one soon. That thing is tacky as hell.
on the poll that I asked, I said, do you have a secure way to store your gun in your vehicle? 52% said yes, 33% said no, 10% said looking for ideas, and 5% said I don't care what happens. So that was probably Rob voting.
Well, if something doesn't come along and tempt me, I'll have one of these Rough Riders in a couple weeks here.
He's corrupted.
I gotta take care of the gun I'm getting already, but I think when I'm there, I'll just go ahead and see what kind of Rough Riders they got. Even if they got the basic model, I'm good with that. With a more plain traditional gun, but throw in one of them nice cylinders and some grips. I'm good for that.
Yeah, like a dueling set.
Yeah, Rob. That's what I'm saying. Two of them.
Do one up like good and one up like evil or something like that, you know?
Yeah, Rob. Yeah, buddy. Good thinking.
So, welcome 223 DMR and Miss She-Fires. Welcome. So,
man,
I just want to get a Rough Rider tattoo.
She-Fires has been rocking it on videos and on the community tab posts. Man, she's just rocking those things.
I know, man. I think a V8 would have tasted better. That green stuff looks like it glows in the dark.
Was it? I was looking at it and I was thinking it had a little extra go-go juice in there, like some vodka or something.
Almost looked like some antifreeze, right?
That's what I was thinking. I was like, how the hell is somebody trying to poison her with antifreeze?
I love broccoli, vegetables, all that, but I don't know about that stuff in the glass. I think I'd just go with V8, but that's just me.
She says it's very tasty. It's probably got kale and broccoli and carrots and
Yeah, it
like
might be.
There's nothing orange in that thing. It was all green.
Yeah,
neon green.
The kale and broccoli and other stuff can overpower the carrot, the light amount of carrots that would probably be in there. Y'all don't try anything and be adventurous, do you?
I sure do.
Not when it comes to putting it in my body.
I ate out yesterday.
Jason, we know about the stories of you and jumping out windows. So don't don't say you're not adventurous.
Yeah, but nothing. I said about things I put in my body. Nothing was put in my body.
we don't know.
Hey, what it sounded like? We weren't there.
You'll have to take my word for it. Trust me.
That's hearsay. We're going to use some Johnny Depp cross witnessing statements on you.
I got a tramp stamp says exit only.
TMI. All right, so we managed to cost Jason. We managed to cost Jason $400 at least so far.
Yeah, I'm over here looking at these 9-shot 6.5-inch Rough Riders.
Mm-hmm.
Comes with
he's got by doubles.
Comes with the 22 LR and the 22 mag combo. Just your standard nice looking gun, and their retail price is $228.
Yeah, but they never sell that way.
Yeah, that part. But I mean, it just gives you an example. It's not going to cost any more than that, you know. But these are some nice looking ones. They got one here with adjustable sights. Still has the fiber optic on the front, but has like, well, hell, it's got like fiber optic rear sights on it. It's not as crazy looking as the tactical.
Oh no.
Huh. Damn, these Rough Rider people.
We managed to get Jason to buy. He's going to spend about $400 on Rough Rider pistols.
I'll end up with like a whole row of them. I'll have to get a new safe, a new shelf in it, have a whole row on them.
He's going to have like the bar keep. He's going to have to have the boot. He's going to have the tactical cowboy. He's going to have, you know, I mean, he's probably going to get, and then he's going to have to double up each of those so that he can have good and evil.
I like to have Twisted Sisters. Yeah, I'll have to get one for every grip that they got, man.
Now they also make the Rough Rider. You can swap out and get the bird hinge grip if you like that one versus the standard grip.
I'm not seeing they don't make a stainless one, huh?
What are you saying, Rob? You're breaking up horribly.
I was just saying, I don't like that bird head grip. Not a fan.
The gold blue. I'm gonna call that the old West Pent gun when I get it. With a gun like that on your hip, it makes you feel like you're walking in the room passing out $100 bills because it thrills and it kills. Like the horns on my Silverado grill.
Gonna get another copyright strike right there.
Damn it.
By the time Artak gets done with this chat, he's gonna be owing me like $300 for all the copyrights he's gonna be getting me.
Where's Foss?
Foss is at a fair.
Family day, huh?
Yep.
Is this one of them Mexican wrestling fairs?
Who knows? You don't ask questions. When Foss says, I'm going to a fair, you're just like, cool, have fun.
It could have been a Renaissance fair. He's dressed up like Scotty from Star Trek and cosplaying.
He's probably dressed up like Robin Hood.
Oh,
this ass Wapo is there.
El Wapo. Isn't that from the Three Amigos? Thanks, Rob, for the 4th copyright strike.
So,
this is some kind of math guy that was online once. Oh no. guy Barbecue did a show that he don't want to talk about no more, and everybody was wearing masks and
I remember that one.
was looking for people, and I don't know, it gets weird, man.
I think I caught the very tail end of that as like it was getting ready to end. I didn't see the whole entire. Wasn't that like a takeover show because Gizzard wasn't doing his or something like that?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it's all in their wrestling mask.
Man, that show was like a car crash, man. Like, you didn't want to see it, but you couldn't look away. Let me tell you.
He kind of looked like Joe Biden's shorts.
Speaking of car crashes, I saw one today.
Oh,
yep. This pickup was parked. It was at a red light, and this little like Honda Accord, Toyota Camry decided that it wanted to kiss its bumper. Remodeled the hood of that car. Didn't do a damn thing to the truck.
that's why I always keep my ball in my trailer hitch. Somebody comes up on behind me and rears me, they're going to get all that trailer hitch first.
Well, the bumper of that truck was at the hood height of the car, so it just crumpled. It just crumpled that hood. So Gizzard says yes. It was a takeover show. Maybe when I was sick with COVID. Yeah, it was. It was COVID, and it was like in December.
Yeah, that was a pretty funny show.
If you wanna get some laughs, all you have to do is go back to Guns and Barbecue and look in December for his takeover, and it should show up.
I wouldn't be shocked if he couldn't find it.
What, you think he pulled it down?
I don't think you would.
Shit, I would have.
Okay, well, let's see if we can find it.
Oh man, that show is something else. This is funny.
If I can find it, I am posting a link to it.
How's the badass doing?
She is in there cooking dinner, cooking steak, actually.
Steak.
Yeah. She had to go out and exercise and cut the grass today. Little talky talk.
No more problems with the boys lately?
No. It's all well and good with those heathens.
Good. So she hasn't been stashing any valuables in bad places around the house, has she?
No, nobody else. I have to intercept the mail now, just in case some asshole sends her some mail with some money in it. Try to hurt me.
Hey, that's federal offense right there.
Well, it's my house. She's been hanging on there pretty good, figuring all that's been going on with her.
About the little one.
Oh, he is out. He keeps me going. He likes to go fast now, Papa, as he says in the back. He's a little backstreet driver or backseat driver. He's like, go this way, go that way. I was like, I'm the one driving here, boy. Be quiet. And then he go faster, Papa, go faster. And I was like, so I shouldn't say this, but by doing that, because he wouldn't go faster, I ended up breaking one of my motor mounts. Now I got to replace the motor mount in the truck.
That's funny.
I stomped it to get around somebody who was driving crazy, right? And he was like, "Yeah, go faster, Papa, go faster." And then, well, I did a couple more times, and the third time the motor mount broke. I really can't.
Funny. I blew out my donut ring on my truck like a week or so ago. I still haven't replaced it. Coming around and people just going so damn slow. Like, it's the freaking highway and they're doing like 40 miles an hour. Like, what the hell are you doing? And you come up on them and they want to lock their brakes up and shit. So you just cut the lane and, stomp on it and boom. And it sounded like something blew up, man. It did. It's like that donut ring blowing out the damn pipes. Backfired and shit. People all backed off, got the hell out of my way. I'm like, yeah, that's right.
What you motherfuckers get?
And now I got to crawl in there and replace a damn, $12 lead ring. So it's a shitty deal, man.
Mine's worse because my truck's at like 240,000 miles on it. I should have known better not to do it.
I got like 370 something on mine.
Just a matter of time. I've had to replace the radiator last year. Not bad for all the miles on it, though.
Okay. So far, I'm back like 7 months, and I'm not finding it.
Yeah, I was looking for it, too. I couldn't find it.
Yeah, don't surprise me.
I've seen some of the where he's doing the foul territory takeover.
You
But
sure?
yeah.
You sure it wasn't on, like, did he do it for Rich? Did he do a takeover for Rich White, maybe, not Gary?
I wonder if it was on.
Because Rich does those wrestling chats. Maybe it was on that.
Was it a DM Foss live?
Who knows? I remember watching. I don't remember who he's taking over for, but it was hilarious. I was like, the hell, they all wearing their masks. Foss was on it, I think.
I know.
And he was wearing a blue luchador mask.
Oh, so that was him.
Yes, that was Foss, yeah.
I thought so, but I don't think he wanted to admit that.
No, because it kind of looked like one of those M&M masks. All it was lacking was a zipper. Yeah, because it took me a while because I said, man, that guy sounds familiar. And I realized that's Foss.
You trying to make shortage of this? You're buying about both.
So you can buy one of those pimped out cowboy guns there, Rob. What was that blue crap you was eating on that plate? You're muted, Rob.
Huh?
What was that blue stuff on your plate?
New stuff on my plate.
There's something blue on that plate. And then a big old red glob in the middle.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
What are you eating, Rob?
Not eating anything.
What was you showing a picture of, Rob?
So Baron was saying, "What are you looking for? Something?" It was, I think Guns and Barbecue and El Asshole Wipo. We're doing a live stream.
He's gonna copyright the channel now.
And it was pretty funny. I was looking for the video for that, but I guess it cannot be found. So, hey Jason, are you back yet? Gunpowder Beauty says barbecue takeover for Rich White wrestling show.
Yes, I knew it was. I knew it was
So,
for. Yeah, it was for Rich.
You guys starting the show?
Okay, I'm going to go look now too.
Yeah, I have a feeling that one must be hard to find. I don't know what happened. I think they were like, "Oh, this would be a good idea," and then they did it, and they were like, "Yeah, we shouldn't have done that."
yeah.
Well, it's no different than any other crazy shows that he usually does.
Oh, Rob, you know, I'll give you that one, and I'll even show it on screen as a little payback for some of the crap that's been done to you. I'll let you enjoy your 15 minutes of fame. But you do realize this is probably going to cost you something big, because there will be probably payback. So you need to let me know if you don't want it to be out there.
I got no idea what you're talking about, man.
Oh, that means he wants it out there. Does it have a zipper on the mouth? Oh shit! I can't tell.
No.
Okay. So Wappo. I saw that. I was like, "What the hell was that?"
Damn, you even got a picture?
Yeah, that was hilarious, isn't it?
So there you go.
We get the picture. So where's the show at?
That was sent to me from somebody.
Gee webs.
It's on the panel.
Oh,
Jason.
yeah, because it wasn't me. Oh, he done outed him.
It was probably Artak and Daughters.
No, it wasn't, because I didn't think about taking a screenshot of it.
Man, I had to get a screenshot.
Senior Master Sergeant Bulldog's like, what the fuck?
It was the curse of El Aso Wapo.
And Gizzard says, looks like Rob's work. So he's saying it's pretty shoddy.
It looked like it was done by somebody who drives a Honda Accord.
Yes. You came in at this time. We had a screen share of somebody who's not on the panel to defend themselves.
It was show your best Eminem mask contest.
Hey, I asked if that was him. And he said no. So
That is him.
we don't
I'm
know
telling
who.
you.
Hey,
He tried to cleverly disguise that it wasn't him, but after if you could find the show and listen to him talk, you know he was doing a funny voice too. You knew it was him. It was hilarious. I don't know why they're hiding it. That was such a funny show. We'll have to ask Barbecue where he did what he did with it. Did he delete it or what?
Well, there was a lot of folks to the side chat, so I don't know. Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked if they didn't go back, review things, and were like, "Yeah, we're gonna cut this one."
It'd be a shame because it was definitely a good show. Hey, somebody's.
I thought the feds were looking for him after something like that, but apparently AFT or whatever that is, I don't know.
So, welcome, Mr. Jamie JH586.
Yeah, the AFT is looking for El Aso Wapo. Supposedly, he keeps soiling Brandon's underwear. Speaking of that, did you see when the Easter Bunny scared the shit out of Joe? He lost about 2 years off his life. He was like, "What the hell is that?" It's like, he thought he was in the Christmas Story.
Yeah, I'm really interested in what type of fair this guy went to.
Told you it was a Renaissance fair where he's dressed up. He's cosplaying Star Trek there, where they went back in time to a Renaissance fair. I'm going to do that. There's one here in Tennessee. I think it's in Nashville. When it happens again, I'm going to go up there. We'll get some red shirts and some phasers. Me and the girls and Emmett will all go up there and play Star Trek cosplayer. They'll get all pissy at us. But hey.
I was always worried somebody try to hang me at a Renaissance fair or something. So I don't know.
Getting hung.
So,
those reenactments, like, it's almost a guarantee I'm going to get shot if I go down there and say what's up.
if you're awake at 11 o'clock at night, Foss will be doing his takeover show or his overnight show, whatever.
Rob, I think you'll be okay at a Renaissance festival, but you might want to stay away from the Civil War reenactments.
All right.
No, he would be fine at a Civil War reenactment. Especially if you put a Confederate uniform on. It really piss off the Yankees.
Man.
You're the one that started it.
Yeah, that's right. It happens down here. Rob, you're just like 10 hours away. There's we got Chickamauga Battlefield down here just across the line into Georgia. There's, Tennessee's got like the second most Civil War battles other than Virginia.
So, Big Al's out in the crowd.
How are we all Yankees? I'm below the Mason-Dixon line.
Are you?
Yes.
People in South Carolina will say that anything north of 85 is Yankee.
Yeah, well, okay.
And they call that the Mason-Dixon line.
The sisters are legal too.
Big Al says
85 goes north to south. That doesn't make no sense.
it comes out of Atlanta.
Yeah, it goes north to south. 85. It's an odd number.
Or wait, what is that one that goes from Atlanta up through Greenville?
75 or 65. Those are all south, north to south. All odd number highways are north to south. All even numbers are east to west.
Yeah.
So like I-40 and I-10. I-10 comes from Jacksonville, goes across. I-40 goes from like Myrtle Beach to out west, and then there's what's the other one? I-60. 90 goes atop of the country.
Yep. Well, do we have anything, or do we want to close this down and let Guns and Barbecue do his meat chat? And I know Brooke Cheney will be doing her suicide prevention live stream at 6 or 9 o'clock Eastern.
Oh yeah, it's almost 9.
Yep. So, Rob, you have anything you got coming out? Any videos or anything that you want to plug before we get out of here?
Nope. Boy Glocks eat salad.
Any new stands at R&L displays that we might need to keep an eye out for?
Nope. Some point AK is coming out, so I've just, due to being sick and whatnot for a little bit, took a break, so I'm about to be back on that. But other than that, that's basically it. No new news at this point.
If you go and order from R&L Displays, you can use code G23 or Gizzard Gary, Travis P11, Rick's Life. If you put in RTAC and Daughters or RTAC, that's going to cost you 50%, but all the other codes will give you 15% off. So,
but you'll get zip ties.
Yep. So, RTAC and Daughters, anything you want to plug before we get out of here?
I got 3 videos a week still coming out. I got to get around and do my Tactical Cowboy review. If you want a channel patch, send me an email. I'll tell you how to get one. They're about 20. They're $20 shipped directly from me, so you'll get them pretty quick. And check out R&L Displays for his Glock stands. And that's it.
Mr. Jason Stewart, you got anything you want to plug before we get out of here?
Yeah, I do. If you go over to R&L Displays and you use the promo code JS, I'll give you a free Glock bag. My treat. But no, I'll go plug. I made a video today, so go over my channel and give me a couple views. And good to see you. Thanks for the invite. Nice to hang out with you.
It was great having you on, and we'll definitely check out your videos. I know Foss is doing his overnight show. Starts at 11. If it goes for 2 hours, it will then theoretically cross over and become an overnight show. So,
And I just got notification Rich White having his wrestling chat tonight.
Yep, about 6:05. It should
Check
start.
out Unloaded Media for that.
Yep. So, Senior Master Sergeant Bulldog says constitutional carry passed out of committee and passed the House here in Louisiana. Just got to get it through the Senate and have the governor sign it. So,
Good deal.
hopefully they will become number 26. So, everyone have a great evening, and we are out.